One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Extraordinary People with I am Patricia. And last time that we recorded an episode with my guest today, Imad, it was so intense, so good. We decided to continue. We had to do a part two.
Yeah.
So I'll just rebrief you on Imad. He's a physiotherapist who has been doing research and experimenting on himself and sharing his knowledge about gut detox, about liver cleanse, about so many aspects for one person's well-being. Oh, geez, and you just come out so enriched and enlightened. And we're going to share a little bit more ideas with him today.
Looking forward. Can't wait.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Imad, I have so many questions and I feel like going everywhere and I don't know how to contain myself. So I'm going to ask you to start. Like, what would you like to start with today?
So to begin with, I just like to. So the whole purpose of what I do is just show people where to look.
Right.
Tell them, guide them towards the right informations, and tell them this is what you're supposed to do, because whatever I study, I experiment it on myself first, and then to my clients, and if it works, then it works. Then I
Right.
just spread the information.
Okay.
And honestly, it's just a matter of telling people where to look, because these days there's a lot of trends and misinformation
Right.
and
Misinformation.
a lot
Yeah.
of like abundance of information. Like
Right.
you
We
have
don't know where to look properly anymore.
exactly.
Right. So how would you suggest, like, how could we be more selective in our information?
So I would say, if you don't know where to look, I would say, like, if you heard about an information or if you search about an information, try it on yourself
Okay.
for a few days, few
Now,
weeks, and
we're
then
talking about like diet,
oh yeah,
health, like, just to make sure so that we can contain a little bit the information. So
yeah,
you like to concentrate on the organs,
yeah,
and which are in the core.
yeah,
So it's in the center of the body,
exactly.
and this is what all the health is there. So you think that all our healing can come from there also? Is that right?
Exactly, because the internal organs are, when I say internal organs, I mean the lungs, the liver, the stomach, the spleen, the intestines, the gut.
Right.
It's very overlooked by healthcare practitioners,
Okay.
and everyone looks at the muscles and the nerves, and like massages and stuff like that. But I just focused on that more, on the internal organs, because I feel like this is where it all starts.
Yeah, you found a lot of source of our ailments in
Yeah.
our organs,
Yeah.
which is just fascinating. From everything from like acne to arthritis, I thought that was fascinating. You mentioned back pain yesterday in your
Exactly.
post, and it's all from inside your organs. So how would we find a treatment in the organs to heal ourselves from these little things or
Exactly.
big
So,
things?
so exactly. So that's what I do. I do visceral manipulation.
Okay.
It's pioneered by Barral Institute. They started
Okay.
it. Jean-Pierre Barral. He started this therapeutic approach.
So visceral manipulation is
This-
touching. It's kind of like a massage. For
Yeah,
the
manual
organs.
therapy for your internal organs, to mobilize them. You need to mobilize the organs, just
Okay.
like you need to mobilize muscles and joints.
Sort of like waking them up.
Yep, exactly. And if you wanna use the very simple terms so that
Right.
people could get it, yeah, we just move them, these organs, because they get lazy with time.
Okay.
So just like the muscles can get stiffed, organs can also get lazy, and we need to move them.
How do they become lazy?
Stress, bad habits. Basically, it's life.
Right.
Life just throw challenges at us, stress,
Right.
and we start having maybe bad nutrition, bad
Right.
habits, so bad behaviors. All of these things, they make our organs lazy and not moving efficiently. So it's not also about working on the organs. It's also working about what's around the organs.
Okay.
So we need to learn the real state first.
Okay.
So you don't just have the organs you also have blood flow circulation.
Right.
They they're surrounded. Our organs, they're surrounded with.
There's a link.
There's a link. Yeah.
You know, you used the term ecosystem.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, I love that. I
exactly.
thought that was so nice the way you described it.
Yeah, I always say the body is an ecosystem. So you
Right.
don't just have the organs. Your organs are supplied with blood flow circulation,
Right.
lymphatic system,
Nerves.
nerves,
Yeah.
vagus nerve, which is
Right.
the stress response,
Okay.
phrenic nerve, which is responsible of breathing,
Mm-hmm.
and you also have the diaphragm.
Mm-hmm.
So all of these systems are interconnected,
Mm-hmm.
and this is why working on the gut or the organs is so powerful, because you can influence all of these systems.
So you can reach every part of the body.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the end result would be relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
You'll feel relaxed, you feel light,
Yeah.
you feel maybe lightheaded also, you feel a
Okay.
bit tired because you're releasing toxins.
Oh, just during the exercise of manipulation, you mean?
Yeah,
Right after. This is the way.
right after. This is
Okay.
how you feel.
Okay.
And right after. So after that, you'll feel like really in a better, your body's in a better environment. And I feel like once people get that feeling of like a spike of energy or once we put them in a relaxed state,
Mm-hmm.
they will be encouraged to start taking care of their health, because
They'll
now
feel the difference.
they feel the difference. Now
Okay.
they know what it feels like to be in a good health, in a good state.
So like 24 hours after, for example, your manipulation, you'll start feeling lighter without the lightheadedness, for
Oh, yeah,
example. So you'll like to want to run outside for a jog in the morning or something. Like
Exactly.
this.
So
Okay.
usually people feel, I call it detoxification process.
Mm.
It takes about 48 hours
Oh,
after
I
the
see,
session.
okay. Right.
So that they feel their body can adapt to the
Yeah.
treatment, and then after 48 hours they will feel a lot better.
Yeah, you're in a better mood.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you're in a good mood, you feel light. You want to go out and move about and exercise. And
Exactly.
Okay.
And I also realized that whenever you give that spike of energy, like people get that extra energy, their behavior will change.
Definitely.
You know,
Yeah,
so they
definitely.
start making the better decisions. They get motivated to do to take care of their health, and then
Right.
just the overall behavior change, and they
You
start.
think clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about that. I want to mention it because when you just feel better, like you said, your mood is better. Obviously, you're going to be nicer to others. You're going to be
100%.
nicer to yourself. You're going to take care of yourself, take care of others, and
Yeah.
it kind of has like a snowball effect.
Exactly.
Right.
I remember a patient once told me that after we finished the session, she was like, I was stuck in traffic.
Right.
And everybody was like,
Yeah, they're
like
swearing.
yeah, swearing and cursing, and I couldn't get angry.
She was
Like,
zen.
She was zen. She was in a very good state. She told me like I couldn't even get angry. I usually get angry a lot
Okay.
in traffic. She doesn't like traffic,
Right.
but she just told me that, and I was like, I was like, wow,
It
that's
works.
yeah, it works.
It works.
So that was like, it's good to know that you can impact and influence people to start taking care of their health and show them the right path, you know.
Right.
A
So they
better
come
path.
to you, and then you can guide them. First of all, you do this manipulation.
Yeah.
And then you guide them towards better health choices, lifestyle choices.
Yeah.
One of them you recommend, which we talked about last time, is lemon water
Yeah.
when you wake up.
Yeah.
It's so simple and
Very simple.
it is.
It's just because people they always tell me we're dehydrated,
Mm.
and I tell them one of the reasons is because there's many reasons, but one
Right.
of the reasons is because water itself has lost its benefits because of the filtration process, and it also depends where you live.
Right.
But I found that
That's why you add the lemon.
that's why you add the lemon. You
Okay.
just bring the water alive. You add some minerals and vitamins.
Bring the water alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so
It is a nice feeling because I mentioned this before. Like you said, I started doing this every morning.
yeah,
And now I can't drink just regular water. I have to have that lemon because it does give you like a burst of
A boost,
energy. Yeah,
yeah.
it gives you an energy boost right
Yeah.
in the morning.
exactly.
Right.
And after the treatment, I just tell people how they can control their environment and how they can make better food choices.
Mm.
that nutrition, because nutrition
Right.
also complements my work.
You're not radical in your food choices. So you
Yeah.
have like a pretty balanced diet.
Yeah.
You don't like chicken very much, but it's only because of the way they're raised and they have
They're
antibiotics and things like this.
Yeah. I do eat chicken, but I just prefer meat over chicken.
But there isn't any
Um,
antibiotics in meat?
Um, uh, they don't put unless it comes from fast food chain.
Oh, okay.
If you eat like you know,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna like name
Yeah, we're
them,
not
but
gonna name. We know.
yeah,
them.
but you know, if you eat a burger from any fast food chains, yes, they're loaded with antibiotics. But if you
Oh,
just
okay.
bring the meat, especially if it's like grass fed and organic,
Mm.
it's the best option.
Okay.
And
Because
yeah,
there is like right now a lot of talk against meat, that it's unhealthy for you and it's not good for your health, for your heart, for your blood circulation and all that stuff.
but the problem is that people they don't know why someone could have intolerance, or I'm not gonna say
Oh.
intolerance, but someone who can't digest meat.
Okay.
Once they stop digesting meat,
Right.
they think that meat is bad. They don't think about, for example, maybe their gut is weak.
Okay.
Maybe they need to improve their environment, their gut
So
environment.
you have to go to the source again.
Exactly. So you need to
Right.
fix the base, and then so you can eat food or eat meat again. So you
Okay.
need to fix, for example, I always point on the liver,
Yeah, you
because
do.
it's the most important organ when it comes to digestion and
That's
food.
fascinating because you usually think of the stomach, the colon, the
Yeah.
intestines.
Yeah,
You say it's the liver, right?
exactly. Why? Because nobody feels the liver.
Mm.
We feel our heart pump.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, we feel that
Okay.
our heart is pumping. We feel that our stomach hurts.
Oh,
We feel that
okay.
our intestines are in a bad state.
Right.
We feel those things. We feel
Right.
that we feel our brain, because sometimes we cannot focus. Sometimes we
Right.
have headaches, but we don't feel our liver. That's why.
Oh,
That's
so
why
even if it's not functioning right, you don't really feel it.
you don't really feel it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's very overlooked, but it's the most important organ. And
It's the biggest organ in the body.
yeah, exactly.
After the skin.
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
the
it's
skin.
one of the biggest, one of the largest organs in the body, and
Wow.
it's really important. Has more than 2,000 functions.
Mhm.
So people need to start looking for the liver and understanding what the liver does,
Okay.
so that they can treat their condition, their
Okay.
symptoms.
So besides the visceral manipulation,
Yeah.
healthy diet,
Healthy diet,
right?
controlling their environment. So
Okay.
for example, they like most people they're always on their screens.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? They
Right.
don't sleep well because of
Mhm.
their blue light. I call it blue light toxic.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go out. They don't.
You mean
expose-
outdoors in nature?
Outdoors in
Yeah.
nature, they don't connect with nature. They don't
Mhm.
see sunlight. They
Mhm.
don't watch a sunrise. They don't
Mhm.
watch a sunset. And it's funny because every time someone tells me I don't sleep well,
Mm-hmm.
I tell them just watch a sunrise or
Mhm.
sunset, either, or you can
Mhm.
do both,
Mm.
and you will sleep better. And he's like, they think like is it that easy?
Yeah, is it that simple?
It's not that simple. I'm like, yeah, it's that simple, but you cannot package light and monetize it
Yeah.
and sell it. That's why,
Okay.
yeah.
You can't market it.
You cannot market light, so
Right.
that's why
'Cause
people
it's available for everybody.
exactly. That's why people start taking supplements and whatever. But I just don't.
Mm.
I'm not a supplement guy. I honestly don't believe in
Yeah, you
supplements.
don't, right?
I just believe that if you're in the right environment,
Right.
you can control your environment and you eat healthy, and you do your therapies, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You don't need any supplements. Your
Uh,
body can synthesize.
I
Actually.
also started watching the sunrise every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did
Every
you feel?
morning now, I'm like addicted. And it's my favorite time of day
Okay.
because I hear the birds chirping and I
Nice.
hear a rooster gawking in the background. And it's just so calm.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to do. Like you can't go up and rush at like 5:30 in
Because
the
everybody's
morning.
sleeping.
Yeah,
and-
everything is quiet and it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
I love it.
And did you feel like you can sleep better that day, or you feel like your mood is better?
Well, yeah,
that day?
because you wake up so early. So it thinks that you get
Yeah.
tired by the end of the day.
Yeah.
But you just start your day on a more serene note.
Okay.
So you feel more calm to start the day. Even if you have a busy day, it's
Mm.
fine. I mean, obviously you start your day and you have to run afterwards. But you start it with a more solid base.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying it.
yeah, you feel like you can focus and you can make better decisions
Right.
during the day. It's just I remember the first time I watched a sunrise, and then I stopped watching like for a few days, and then I stopped. I couldn't. So the third day I couldn't watch the sunrise, and then I felt the difference. You know,
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
do.
no,
You get addicted.
there's a huge difference
Yeah.
between not watching a sunrise and watching a sunrise.
Yeah, really.
So from that day I couldn't stop. So I just included I included it in my routine, watching sunrise every day.
Yeah. What do you suggest for people who live way up north who don't see a lot of sun during the day? So I guess they would just see the sunrise a little bit later? Because the time is different, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to get ready to go to work or school or stuff.
Exactly. If you can't watch a sunrise, you can watch a sunset.
Yeah, I guess so.
It doesn't matter. And also, you can, if you can't watch the sunrise or a sunset, you can just get some sun on your skin during the day.
Right.
Or even if it's like cloudy, there's not much sun, you can still go out because infrared light or UV light penetrates the clouds. You know, so you can keep getting it, even if it's cloudy or it's not very sunny. So
exercise.
yeah, exercise.
What kind of exercise do you like?
So I'm very much into functional exercises.
Right. I wanted to
yeah.
ask you about that, functional training.
Yeah, honestly, I have to cite these guys. They're called functional patterns.
Right.
I always tell people you need to check them out because they took exercise on another level.
Right.
It's very difficult to do it on your own. I know that, but it's very rewarding. They have an online course as well.
They have online courses.
They can check it out.
Right.
They're really good. They teach you how to train based on your human function, which is running and throwing and all of these primary function of humans. And they don't teach you how to train like robots.
Yeah,
because
not
we go to the
unnatural
gym.
movements.
Yeah, we go to the gym. We've been doing that for decades. You know, lifting
Right.
weights, doing robotic things.
Right.
They train. Their training and exercise approach or their approach is very complex. It's not that simple.
Okay.
But once you learn how to do it, you feel like you're training like a human.
Okay.
Your walking and running will improve.
You see people like with sciatica,
Yeah.
with knee pain, they
Yeah.
like you find like almost miracle kind of
Yeah,
solutions through functional patterns.
Yeah, these guys are doing amazing job, and I highly recommend
Okay.
their online course if someone cannot reach them personally and take sessions with any.
There's no weights.
There is weights.
Oh, there is weights.
There is weights and everything.
I didn't get to the point because I did sign up, but I
But
didn't get
their whole concept is just working on a horizontal plane, transverse plane, because so that they can fight gravity. They work against gravity.
Oh, okay.
Because gravity is what
pulls us down.
pulls us down and
Right.
cause a lot of joint problems and arthritis and knee pain and joint pain. So their whole concept is working around that gravity so that it doesn't pull us down.
Is it okay if we open a kind of a controversial subject related to that?
Yeah.
It's not so but
Yeah.
yoga,
Oh yeah.
because the functional pattern doesn't like yoga.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's a little bit controversial. I mean, so many people swear by yoga and it's the best and everything,
But it sometimes people get injured from yoga because simply they're stretching too much.
Too much, yeah.
And sometimes too soon. And
They're not warmed up enough, or they just push themselves.
or
too
their
much.
body is simply not
Elastic enough.
or they're
Okay.
not. Yeah. So there's a lot of injuries. But I honestly don't mind yoga if it's guided by the right practitioner, or because yogis, they need to know about anatomy. If they know about anatomy and physiology, I think they're trustworthy. Some yogis, they don't understand anatomy and how the body and some biomechanics and how the body works. So yeah, I would say if you have a good practitioner in yoga, you can trust that person and go with them. But the thing is, some, I'm not gonna say most, some of these practitioners, they don't understand how the body functions, and people
Okay.
end up with injuries.
I like mobility training. What
Yeah.
do you think? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind of
think,
like a mix
honestly, I'm not an extremist. I'm not an extremist. I think everything is good.
of, right.
But I just feel like if people like didn't find themselves or they got injured from yoga, I just tell them there's something else they can.
There's another option.
There's another option.
Okay, that's
Uh,
reasonable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't tell them like stop yoga or whatever.
Well, I think you can apply that to any kind of fitness routine. Whenever you go to extremes, you're going to injure yourself somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if you start running and you start running on the first day 10K,
Yeah.
you're going to get
Yes.
hurt somewhere. So
Yeah, exactly.
you have to do it gradually.
Yeah, but you just have to if you have a strong base, and that's what functional patterns does.
Okay.
They build a strong base. They show you how you need to align your body properly, and you have a strong base so that you don't injure yourself in the future. They just teach you how to stand and how to move properly without injuring yourself. So they build a strong foundation in your body
Okay.
when it comes to biomechanics.
Right.
So
when we speak of yoga, what do we think of next? Meditation.
yeah.
Do you
Exactly.
meditate?
Yeah, a lot. I honestly like the meditation part of yoga
Okay.
more than the physical part, because I don't think they are experts when it comes to biomechanics and the physical part.
Okay.
But when it comes to meditation and all of this, I
Well, I think
100%.
that's how it originally started, yoga, right?
Yeah.
It started through meditation more than the physical aspect of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I meditate a lot, and actually, it helped me a lot clear my mind, and it's part of my routine. So definitely, it helped a lot.
A lot of people swear by meditation. They
Yeah.
say it changes your life when you start adopting it and when you start doing it.
Yeah, because it's
What is it like? I don't meditate, but what is it about meditation that
simply
changes everything for you?
yeah, it's simply an act of stillness. You have to stay still the whole time. And
Right.
nobody is still these days. Like people are always on the go, and
And it's not just still like sitting slouching. You have to sit up.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
Well-
and so to a certain point, yeah, you need to. But if
it's
you
not
just-
like slouching, I mean, or anything. I
Yeah.
guess you have to have a good position
Yeah.
to do meditation.
Exactly, but it's just that the fact that you focus on your breathing and you don't, you just listen to what's the voices around you, and you sit still, and you
Awareness.
feel that the energy is gone up to your brain,
Oh,
and you
okay.
don't feel your body anymore.
Oh, okay.
You can just imagine yourself in it's like multidimensional. You can imagine yourself wherever in whatever place.
I could relate in a way in the sense that you think like whatever you're thinking or you're picturing, you see it in front of you instead of it staying in your mind.
Yes,
Is that
exactly.
right?
You visualize.
Yeah, you visualize what you're thinking.
Yeah, 100%.
And so
Yes.
you distance yourself a little bit from the thought,
Yeah.
which is good because you think about it more clearly.
Yeah, exactly. That's why when I meditate for like 10 minutes
Okay.
each day. When I finish, I feel I have like more mental clarity.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
body
that's
is
a nice
relaxed.
way to say it. Mental clarity.
Mental
right.
clarity. I
Right.
feel like my body is in a state where it can actually it's relaxed. You know, it's ready to like I'm ready for challenges. I'm ready
Okay.
to start my
You're
day
stronger.
because that deep rest you get from meditation will allow you to start your day, and you will be able to, or you will be ready to take any challenge because you got that deep rest.
Right.
So you just like bring it on, you know.
So brain detox.
Yeah, brain detox. Exactly.
Brain detox.
Exactly.
Going back to breathing and the organs.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you don't breathe well, you can't do anything well. Right? Like, I mean, if
Yeah.
you exercise and you don't have a good breathing, like inhale, exhale while you exercise, your whole routine is just completely changed and different.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't work as well when you're not breathing. It doesn't respond to the exercise as it should if you're not breathing well. Am I correct?
Exactly. Breathing is very important because you know, if you can't breathe, you'll die.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that but people don't know how to link it with the gut.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get
Yeah,
at.
and always tell them that the diaphragm, you need to breathe from your diaphragm because it's the primary muscle that's responsible of breathing. Most people breathe from their neck and chest. They don't breathe from their diaphragm because when you have so your diaphragm sits on top of your digestive system, and they always move together when you inhale and exhale when you breathe. So if your gut is inflamed, if your organs are lazy, they're stuck, your diaphragm can't move anymore.
It can't function as well.
It can't function. It's just they can't move together. So it's stuck. It's blocked. So people end up breathing from tighten up their neck and chest and breathing from their chest.
Okay.
And this is when they start experiencing headaches and neck pain, migraines, tightness, mid back tightness, and all of that.
Okay. So is it just through visceral manipulation, or also you teach people how to breathe a little bit?
So sometimes they need your body needs a push.
Okay.
Because you don't know what to do, you're stuck.
Right.
So if you do this visceral manipulation, you will create space between the organs and the diaphragm.
Right.
You will open up the space, and then they can move together again. So that and then I teach them how to breathe from their diaphragm, which is diaphragmatic breathing.
Right.
After the session.
From here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you take voice lessons or singing lessons, they teach you to sing from the stomach, not from here, and don't be nasal.
Yeah, exactly.
You get all that.
Don't be nasal. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be nasal. So so sing from your, let it come out from your stomach and push the muscles in your stomach and everything.
Just the terms you use, it's funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not the expert.
No, but it's just, if you explain things in a funny way, people it will stay in their they will memorize it better.
Keep it in your mind what he's teaching us.
No nasal breathing.
No nasal breathing.
No, actually, no. Actually, nasal breathing is nice, but I'm just saying no.
Hey, but wait a second. In yoga, they say breathe through your nose and exhale. So isn't that nasal breathing?
Yeah. But you said when it comes to singing, they shouldn't sing from their nose.
Right.
Yeah, but nasal breathing is actually more important because if you breathe from your nose, you move your diaphragm. It's easier to control.
But that would be more in a static pose, no?
An static?
In a fixed pose, or not necessarily. Even when you're moving?
Oh, yeah, it's better if you even if you're doing some exercises, if you can just breathe from your nose.
Oh, okay.
Rather than your mouth.
Right.
If you're walking, hiking,
cycling.
I'm not saying high intensity training.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm getting at.
That's another thing. But if you're just doing exercises that doesn't require a lot of efforts, you need to breathe from your nose. It's better. And, and one of the things I say to people, if they're also not sleeping well, you need to tape your mouth and breathe from your nose.
I noticed that for insomnia.
Yeah.
They say count sheep and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't work because your mind continues to wander.
No, counting sheep is the oldest version of it's the oldest theory, and it doesn't
or
really work.
Or I don't know what. But I noticed breathing.
Yeah.
If you concentrate on your breathing, your body will calm down. Eventually, you'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
But it's because you have to concentrate on your breathing, you forget everything else.
Yeah, exactly. You bring all your focus to breathing, and that helps you relax and eventually sleep. But the reason why I tell people just to tape their mouth.
Literally tape it?
Yeah, and they get scared, like, I'm not gonna tape my mouth, I will die, I can't breathe from, you know what I mean? But if you get used to that, you tape your mouth and you breathe from your body is forced to breathe from your nose.
Some people might take this literally for other reasons.
Well,
they might like it for different reasons. They said to tape the mouth, it's better for your health.
I'm taking them to the most important reason, like they can
for breathing.
For breathing, yeah.
For better breathing.
Exactly. So the reason why is just because when you breathe from your nose, the exchange of oxygen is better. Yeah, you also improve. You also your body produce nitric oxide, which is very important for your health, and it allows your body to breathe from your diaphragm, and people who snore during their sleep, who have
Right, is
sleep
it-
apnea,
It helps for snoring?
it helps a lot because
Really?
now studies are showing that it has to do with lack breathing and stress.
Not just by
So
taping the mouth, you
just
can
by
help.
taping the mouth, you can do
Oh.
wonders. You will feel like you slept a lot better
Mm.
than if you didn't tape your mouth. And then
Okay.
once you get used to it, you're not gonna tape your mouth your whole life.
No, but that's
Once
it.
you
You
get
got the
used to it,
habit,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a habit. Once you get used to it, you can stop taping your mouth. Your body will automatically start breathing from the nose. So
Okay.
you get used to that.
Okay.
But if you do it for a few weeks, you will feel the difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something interesting that's new that you're doing. You're so funny.
Weird and funny.
No, we're good and funny in a positive way. But you started doing freeze baths. Yesterday, I was mistaken. I called it freeze bathing.
Freeze bathing.
Yeah,
People call it ice bath, freeze bath, cryo, whatever.
Yeah. But you started ice baths.
Yeah.
And what's more interesting is that you're going to start giving ice bath classes.
Yeah, exactly.
I never thought there would be a class for something this. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
So the reason why I'm gonna start a class because I felt the benefit. Again,
Okay.
it's just I try something on myself. If it works,
Right.
if it helps, I'll definitely start.
I have the image
spreading
on your
messages.
account where you you climb into this bucket.
Yeah.
Like literally it's a bucket, like the ones in the cartoons and everything from
Yeah.
Asterix and stuff. You're climbing and you're sitting
Just
surrounded by ice.
Yeah, and just smiling because
Yeah,
that
and smiling.
it's really good because it feels good.
Was it feeling like this feeling was smiling, or were you like I just
No,
have to
no, no.
smile for the camera?
Because this wasn't the first time I do it.
Oh, okay.
That day I lasted 5 minutes.
Wow.
Now I can last 10 minutes, but that day I lasted 5 minutes, and I
Okay.
felt good because
Yeah, energized completely.
energized.
What's the temperature?
That it was the water was like 5 degrees,
Okay.
and it was also hot, because in
Mm.
Dubai the sun is just strong, but I felt that this combination of sun and cold is just amazing. And after the ice bath you feel great because it moves your blood flow and lymphatic system, which is one of the systems I work on when I work on your gut
Right.
and internal organs. I work on the lymphatic
Okay.
system because it removes toxins from your body. Its job is to remove toxins from your body. So the lymphatic system, yeah.
How does it remove the toxins?
It's just you have lymph nodes. So you have the lymphatic system and you have lymph nodes, and inside each lymph node you have a valve
Okay.
that opens and closes.
Oh,
So this mechanical move
yeah.
helps release toxins. The fact that
okay.
these valves open and close. Sometimes they get stuck
Oh,
close or
okay.
stuck open.
Right.
Actually stuck close more.
Right.
So this is when you have a lot of toxins stored inside of the
Right.
lymphatic system. They cannot come out.
Yeah.
And
But where do they go? The toxins when
they're stored inside the lymph.
Yeah, but when they're open, where do they go?
Oh, you eliminate them through urine
Okay.
or poop.
Stool and
Stool,
poop.
exactly. I just
Yeah, of course.
used the wrong word maybe.
That's fine.
Yeah,
and sweat.
and sweat.
Right.
And so basically, if you want to talk about toxins, toxins, we're every day we're exposed to toxins on a daily basis.
Definitely.
And through the environment or through the things we
you
eat,
can't escape it anymore.
you can't escape it.
Right.
So either the environment or the things we eat, so we're always exposed, or through the air. And toxins are eliminated through urine and through stool, through exchange of oxygen like breathing, and through sweat, through the skin. But with time, when your body is overloaded with toxins, your body will start storing toxins because it cannot eliminate them because there's too much toxins inside your body.
Okay.
So what your body does is it starts storing toxins, and where does it store them? Inside your liver, blood and lymph,
Right.
and adipose tissues or fat. So now,
So the fat stores toxins too?
so your body stores toxins in fat cells
Oh.
because it
Okay.
cannot eliminate anymore.
Okay.
So it wants to protect you, and how does it protect you? By storing these toxins inside of these three organs.
Okay.
So this is why it's very important to work on the liver and the lymphatic system, and also this is the reason why people can't lose weight, because if toxins are stored in fat cells, your body will say, okay, I'm gonna keep fat cells inside your body. I'm gonna keep the fat. I won't allow you to lose fat, because if you lose fat, the toxins are already stored there. So if you cannot eliminate toxins,
Right.
that the old toxins, you cannot eliminate the new ones. So I'm
Okay.
gonna keep the fat inside your body, because that's where I'm gonna store the toxins.
Okay.
And some people, when they lose weight, they feel worse
Because the fat is still there?
because the toxins are still there.
Okay.
So they need to remove the toxins, eliminate the toxins
Through visceral manipulation.
through visceral manipulation, through nutrition,
Yeah, through healthy diet.
hydration,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. that's
through nasal breathing or diaphragmatic
what-
breathing.
Also nasal breathing
Yeah.
helps for detox.
Yeah,
Oh.
through ice bath, because it helps with the lymphatic system.
Right.
You know, through sweat, they need to sweat a lot, so through
Okay.
exercise as well.
Right.
And if they help eliminate toxins that way, now they can shed body fat without damaging their body, or without feeling worse, because
Right.
toxins are not stored in fat cells anymore. Your body is eliminating.
Okay. So you'll
So-
be able to eliminate some of the fat cells.
So now you'll be able to eliminate fat.
Oh, okay. It's pretty basic, logical.
Yeah,
It just takes time to,
absorb.
yeah, not just
Information.
absorb it, but it's a whole kind of way of life that you're gonna change. Even though you'll
Yeah.
feel better, but sometimes, you know, like
Mm.
you're addicted to, I don't know, your coffee, which you don't like. I
No,
can't
no.
change that one. I'm gonna keep the coffee in my cappuccino.
No, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind coffee. I just it's different, because I work with people with chronic illness and digestive problems and health problems, chronic health problems. When it comes to that, I just recommend to avoid coffee for a while
See,
until
I'm still saying please. I want to keep my coffee.
yeah. You're actually fine. You don't have any health problems or
No,
health
I'm
issues.
okay.
So people with no symptoms, definitely they can still have their coffees or whatever.
Okay.
But people with digestive problems, people with adrenal fatigue, they're tired the whole time, brain fog. I just recommend to avoid coffee because it's diuretic. You know, it dehydrates your body.
Water is better.
Of course.
I heard eating an apple in the morning is much better to wake up than it is drinking a cup of coffee.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And one of the things I recommend is besides fruits in the morning is celery juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I highly recommend reading Medical Medium. He's one of
Okay.
the people who helped a lot with my gut
Okay.
issue.
We'll put all these
So-
in a link after all the
Yeah.
resources and stuff like that. It'll be nice.
Yeah, when it comes to nutrition, like we talked a bit about biomechanics, we're now talking about nutrition. He's someone very
Who influenced you?
he has the right information. I believe that what he's saying is the truth, because he helped me. You know, I tried what he's learned, and he doesn't try to promote anything. He just tells you
Right.
how your body functions.
We didn't mention this today. We mentioned it last time, but
Yeah.
you suffered through fatigue and you were
IBS.
right, irritable bowel syndrome and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And so that's when you decided to do research,
Yeah, that's
and you researched on yourself. You took your time. It's not like it was, you know, in 1 week, oh, you found all the research and everything. So it took you a couple of years to learn all of this stuff.
around 3 years.
3 years even, yeah. No, I mean, it takes time to try and read and
Yeah.
to select the information and everything.
Yeah, I believe that what drove me to start researching and implementing stuff is just having a critical thinking and curiosity, because it's very important for everyone to have these two characteristics in life, because it was out of pain, you know, and struggles
Right.
that I started
right.
to research
Right.
and become creative and integrating things together.
True.
And
And we're benefiting from it now.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
and just it's just like it feels good to know that to believe in what you do and then spread the awareness, because you know that you can create a good impact and be in good service of society. And
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, and
You are a
that's
good service to us.
yeah
Yeah.
exactly, because you know nobody needs to suffer, you know.
Right.
You,
And it's simple.
it's simple.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
You see, like, whenever I see your account, it's so ideal and wonderful, and it's like seventh heaven
Yeah.
and everything. But I have to mention that you're single.
Yeah.
You're not married with kids that whine and cry all day and they don't sleep well at night. And so if somebody has this kind of lifestyle,
Yeah.
I mean, is it easy to adopt everything that you're doing?
It's definitely is not easy. It's not
Yeah.
easy at all. But I believe that if you take care of yourself well, you can take care of your family.
Well,
So-
these are all measures that you can apply to kids. I don't know about nutrition. Like, I think their diet maybe might be a little bit different and stuff.
You mean the nutrition that I recommend, the food
Yeah.
that I recommend, even
Yeah.
celery juice?
I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, they can have.
They can drink. Also, there's like a dosage for each child.
Right.
Depends on their age.
weight and their,
But yeah,
right.
definitely. I mean, it's food that it's nature's food.
Right.
So it's
All
way
of your
better
healing
than
is from nature.
yeah. It's way better than eating something from a packaged or a processed man-made food.
Right.
It's always better to eat something that comes from nature.
And you're right. When you take care of yourself, you
Yeah.
take care of others.
Yeah. So
My extraordinary sound engineer, Patrick, stay. Because I have a little surprise.
yeah. Oh. Shit.
Yeah, this is a little surprise. Guess what I got?
No way.
Yeah.
No way. No way. No way. Okay.
Ta-da!
Nice.
So we're gonna
So it's
have a little celery juice.
Okay. I just wanna say something.
Okay.
Celery juice should be fresh.
It's supposed to stay fresh.
No, I think it's fresh, by
Yeah,
the way.
it's
Yeah,
fresh.
because you got it from the right place.
Yeah.
So celery juice should be fresh, and you shouldn't take it from the shelves in stores. It should be fresh so that you can really see the benefit.
And you said use a fruit extractor?
Yeah, you don't need a blender. You need a juicer.
A juicer.
Yeah.
Right. And you put the leaves in it also.
Yeah,
Is that right?
I personally put the leaves because I feel like it's like more beneficial. But yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna. Can we have a drink?
Cheers, Patrick.
Cheers, Patrick.
Cheers.
So we're gonna start our day off right now.
So that's the surprise, huh?
Cheers
Cheers.
to a healthy lifestyle. Cheers,
Cheers.
Patrick. That was quick. Yummy. Very fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I drink 16 ounces of celery
16. That's like
as recommended. Yeah,
that's like this.
like a whole cup. Yeah, even more.
Yeah. No, it's not bad. You told me it has a weird taste.
I think
It's not bad.
yeah,
This
it's
is
not.
a little combo.
Yeah, this is a combo, but
Yeah.
I just drink it
It's
alone
about
for best results.
Mm.
I don't mix it with anything so that it won't dilute its properties. So yeah, but it tastes good.
It tastes amazing.
Yeah.
And it's cool and everything.
Yeah.
Imad, thank you so much
You're
for all the
welcome.
information.
Thank you
and
for having
all your
me.
sharing, for your generosity. And we're looking forward to some new knowledge that you'll be able to share in another episode.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you for
much.
having me.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
really
you.
nice.
It was very nice. Thanks a lot.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.